Small towns are great. Charming little communities where cows outnumber the people. Hannah and I are about to move down to St. Louis from our tiny North Wisconsin town, so I thought that now would be a great time to share the pros and cons of living in a small town. So let's start on a positive note. Small towns are quiet. I love peace and quiet, and traffic is basically non-existent in a small town. That is, unless you're waiting for a cow or farm tractor to cross the road. That can take some time. But since there's little traffic, there is almost no noise pollution, unless you consider the woodpecker outside and the rooster that crows at 4 a.m. noise pollution. But if you're looking for a place that is relaxing, peaceful, and surrounded by nature, small towns are the place for you. Just make sure that you bring a few dozen books or board games with you, because there's no guarantee you'll have internet service or cell phone reception or really any basic amenity that you would expect in a town in 2023. But the quietness of small towns really does lead us to our first con, and that's that there isn't much entertainment or excitement in a small town. Sure, there are plenty of community events and parks and recreation programs that can keep you busy in a small town, but let's be totally honest. You can only go to the local bowling alley so many weeks in a row before it starts to lose its charm. And forget about watching that huge summer blockbuster, because in most small towns you have to drive 2+ hours to see a movie that came out 3 months ago. There is so little that goes on in small towns, especially in northern state small towns, that I kid you not, I met someone in college who, to pass the time as a high schooler, went raccoon bashing with their friends, which, yes, is just as messed up and disturbing as it sounds. But let's not talk about serial killers and what creates a serial killer. No, let's talk about another pro of small towns, and that is that you are relatively safe. Because again, people go raccoon bashing. But all kidding aside, small towns are known for their low crime rates, which means you're relatively safe. The biggest crimes are typically shoplifting or maybe getting pulled over for going 8 miles per hour over the speed limit. But don't let your guard down completely, because in small towns, there is a dark underbelly of drugs. So while you might not have to worry about getting mugged or assaulted walking in the downtown area, you do need to worry about your neighbor's house blowing up because it's secretly been a meth lab all these years. Another con of living in a small town is that everyone knows your business. I mean, everyone. Living in a small town is like living in a real-life soap opera where everyone knows your name, everyone knows your family history, everyone knows what you had for breakfast. Basically, living in a small town means that you have less privacy than you do on TikTok. In a small town, you always know who has a new job, whose farm has a new baby goat, and who was arrested for public intoxication the night before the rooster crows. Want to be an influencer but live in a small town? It's simple, really easy. All you have to do is start a rumor about yourself and see just how fast and just how far that puppy will spread. Another pro of small towns are supper clubs. Supper clubs are the greatest. If you've never been to a supper club, drive the 2+ hours it takes you to get to your closest small town and stop in the supper club, because supper clubs are the only place you can get a glorious, beautiful, juicy T-bone steak the size of your head and a beautiful, generous portion of mashed potatoes on the side for the same amount of money it costs to get a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And you might even see a bar fight while you're at the supper club. So it's dinner and a show, except instead of paying $100, you're only paying $20. Are you looking for love but live in a small town? Well, good luck, because the dating pool in a small town is rough. In a small town, the dating pool is more like a puddle. If you're looking for love in a small town, you'll probably have to settle for someone you went to high school with, or someone that's already dated half your friends. And even scarier yet, you may accidentally start dating someone that is your distant relative. But all jokes aside, all kidding aside, Hannah and I have loved living in our small town. We're going to miss certain parts of our small town. We're so thankful for the time we've had in a small town, and we do highly recommend, if you need some peace and quiet time away, move to a small town. They are really, really great. We cannot emphasize enough how much we love a small town, but we are looking forward to living in St. Louis. But hey, what do you think? Make sure that you comment your thoughts on small towns in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Consider watching the video that is about to pop up on the screen that was chosen just for you. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, subscribe, share this video with a friend. And until next time, these are my thoughts, and I'll see you soon.